This is Mike with 𝗤𝘂cie𝗁𝗲, and in this mini tutorial,
what is up? Who do we got in here? I say this every time, but I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to keep it sweet. So if you guys have got any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat and we will get to answering them. But I am going to stick to a pretty tight, hey, chip in bag. I'm going to stick to a pretty tight time schedule because I'm actually pretty busy today. What's up, Scott? How are you? All right, so we are live. We have got several people in, about 44, I think. If anybody has got, okay, I'm here. I just got your email about the insurance. Is that for pressure washing? That insurance, Mike, is for everybody in the service, anybody that's got a business. So yeah, it's a great company. I actually had insurance through a local insurance agent, one of my neighbors, and I got an email from this company called Next Insurance, and just to get a free quote, thinking that I already had a really good rate. I've been with this company for many, many years, one of the biggest ones in the country. Like, you see their commercials all the time, and so I did this online quote, and I was actually going to save like a couple $100 a month on my general liability insurance. I also had them quote out my workers' comp. It was not as they were not able to give me as good a deal as what I currently had. So I did switch over to Next Insurance. And Mike, if you would be so kind, can you click or take the link from that email and put it in the chat? Because I'm not going to do it right now. But if anybody's interested, you can get a free quote, Next Insurance, and we will put a little note in there, and I will read y'all's messages here in a second. But I wanted to, let's see if I can find it. Here we go. I think this is it. So it is Friday, and I hope everybody is having a great day. Got a decent weekend. It looks like we're going to have some nice weather, and I'm trying to have some nice weather. Good Lord. Bear with me, folks. Okay, I'll do that in a second, but we will jump back in here to the old YouTube. Okay, Mike McGregor. And Mike, are you the Mike McGregor that is such a helpful 𝗤𝘂cie𝗁𝗲 person that I've talked to via email? You and I do need to connect. You do pipe inspections for clogs. Very interesting. Kevin Hawthorne from Lakeland, Florida. How are you? Zachariah Purcell. How's it going? Highland Services. What's up? What do you think about schools, business school scam, or worth it? What do you think about business school scams? Tony, what kind of business school are you talking about? And I will give you my opinion. How are you? What's the best way to get gum off of concrete? Lawrence, the best way to get gum off of concrete is with a hot water pressure washer. Steam and hot water are the best ways to get that up. There usually is a little bit of residue still, but hot water. And there are also some freezing applications that you can do. You can actually buy, like, I don't even know what it is, to freeze stuff, and it freezes it and it pops right off. Let's see. I've got a house with copper gutters and a lot of stained wood. Is there a bleach alternative I can use to wash that house? Walter, that is a great question. If there was a bunch of stained wood and copper roof, was it a copper roof or copper gutters? Both of those things, like you already know, will react with SH in a way that is not pleasant, and folks aren't going to love it. So, because we've got good lead flow, we typically would walk away from a job like that. We take the path of least resistance in a lot of cases, because we can be more efficient when we're just using our regular process. It's kind of like not comparing us to McDonald's by any means, but McDonald's, you go to any McDonald's across the world and the cheeseburger is going to taste the exact same because they've got a process, right? They've got a standard operating procedure to put all of those components together, which is efficient and highly profitable. And that's how I kind of view my business. And that's why we do a lot of residential work. We do a lot of multifamily work, but very specific, right? Like we're not going to go and do oxidation removal from an entire house because it's just not efficient and it's not what we do. So I would probably walk away from that. But a bleach alternative, I would just use water and explain to the homeowner that's why you're doing it, because you don't want to cause any damage. Zach, best way to get funded for the business to start up with low funds. Well, there are several ways you can do it. You could take out an SBA loan if you qualify for that. You could try to get a loan from a bank. That's going to be a little bit harder, I would think. But with low funds, you can just start small and build up. And that's the beauty of this business, is you don't have to have a tremendous amount of money to get started. What you can do is start with what you have and then build up, reinvest in yourself, reinvest in the business and your equipment and your marketing. And as you continue to grow, that's how you fund your business. Sweet. Thanks. We'll need to check them out. Yes, Mike. Let's see. Google SEO or Facebook ads? Great question. And my answer is both. You don't want to limit yourself to just one method of marketing and generating lead flow, getting eyes on your business. You want to have as many sources of lead flow coming in. And so that means you have to diversify your marketing. So with that being said, I would first work on Google, right? Your Google My Business page, and get that thing set up, get it populated with good information, pictures, just really spend time focusing on that, getting reviews, create an experience that people will want to go and spend a little bit of time on. And then that helps you to rank higher. So I would say start there. And then, Facebook, there's a lot of free stuff that you can do on Facebook, but Google ads and Facebook ads are both great. Facebook is more interruption marketing. Google is you're focusing on people with intent. They're searching for a specific. I just saw something funny out my window. Now I'm distracted. But Google, people go to Google with intent to purchase, right? They're searching for something because they want something on Facebook. They're not necessarily going there with the intent to look for pressure washing, but it is an opportunity to get in front of them. And I know lots of people that have had great success with that. Okay. Good morning, Caden Leatherman. Drain and sewer line cleanings and inspections. Yes. And Mike, we will get together. I've just been completely slammed. You look a bit like Pedro Pascal. You've got a face for Hollywood. Joey, thank you. I've heard that a little bit, a lot actually recently, because he's been doing so well on with that show. I love Mandalorian. Great show. And then what is it? The Last of Us is phenomenal. I love it. I've actually got my Joel gun right there. So it's actually exactly like the gun that he uses in that show, which I love. Let's see. How soon should I call a potential client after they request an estimate on my website? Immediately. If you don't call them immediately, then somebody else is going to call them back. So if you've got their information, call them immediately. Drain and sewer line cleanings and inspections. That was Mike. Thanks again for LLC advice. What's your opinion on FICA options, S Corp, etc.? As far as S Corps, an LLC, it just depends. An LLC there's no tax benefits to an LLC per se. But then when you start getting into S Corps and things like that, that's when you're going to be able to take advantage of some of these bigger tax related things. I am not an accountant by any means. I have an accountant and I pay him handsomely to handle all of these things for me. So I would recommend looking for advice on things of that nature from an accountant or a CPA. Good morning. Hey, Mike, I live in an area where a lot of houses have communal mailboxes. I was thinking of giving those house door hangers instead of leaving flyers at their doorstep. What do you think? I think it's a great idea. I'm not a big fan, honestly, of door hangers, simply because it's so time consuming, like walking up and back and all of this, right? Get in your car, get someone with you, it makes it even better, and just hit mailbox after mailbox with your hangers. How do you really feel about soft wash? How do I really feel about soft wash? I love soft wash. Soft wash and we've got a great relationship. I don't know what that means. Like soft washing is cool. Um, just sitting outside my local SH dealer waiting for them to open because I've got jobs to do, but I ran out of SH yesterday. I hear you, Caden. Let's see. How do you feel about soft wash? Thank you. I agree. Appreciate your time. What are your thoughts on Thumbtack and Angie's List? I think that both of those things suck gigantically. Yeah, don't waste your time, your money. It's definitely not where you want to put your trust in lead generation. Do you pressure wash? Like personally, do I pressure wash? I own a pressure washing business. I've got people out pressure washing for me right now, but no, I don't pressure wash. Good afternoon, all. Payne's pressure washing in the house. What's up, T Pain? How do you guys go about removing moss off of roofs if there is a lot of moss? I do this all the time, just wondering how you guys do it. Castle King windows and gutters. Fortunately, down here in the Southeast, we do not have to deal with moss like other areas. I know the Pacific Northwest and even up in the Northeast, they've got significant moss growth on roofs. And we don't. We've got Globiocaps magma, which is an algae that forms. It creates ugly black streaks. And we treat that with SH. Moss, however, should be treated with a brush to remove all of the loose, growth. And then you can either apply a powder or you can do a traditional soft wash on the roof, which is what I would think would be the best. And that's how most folks that are professionals do it. I ask you how you feel about soft wash. I've heard many different things, good and bad. I've had some amazing result, but I'm also seeing it destroys people's property. Jason, great point. If you don't know what you're doing, you can destroy a lot of stuff really fast with soft wash because you're able to achieve a much higher concentration of your chemical, which, like you said, can cause damage. So if you don't know what you're doing and you have questions about how to mix, what solution, what mix ratio that you need per whatever the substrate is that you're trying to clean, you should check out How to Wash. How to Wash is the #1 selling pressure washing and soft washing course in the world. It is by far the best platform if you are looking to learn, become more efficient, become more profitable. Basically, we cover every aspect of the business as far as the how to wash of this type of work that we do. And it is less than the cost of a house wash. If you guys want to get it, you can check it out at pwcourse.com. There is also a link in the description here on this video, but that'll teach you everything you need to know. But yes, you need to have a soft wash system if you are in the pressure washing business, right? I say exterior cleaning. You can pressure wash. We downstream a lot. We also soft wash a lot. It just depends on the surface. But if you really want to be able to perform pretty much every service you can possibly perform as an exterior cleaning specialist, then you need to have both. You need to be able to utilize both and use both properly so you don't damage, because a pressure washer can cause a lot of damage too. I hear guys, people say all the time when they watch our videos, oh, you guys aren't even using pressure. You need to get up there on a ladder and blast away. Well, no, our detergents do the work. And that's the beauty, is you don't want to blast away at 99% of the surfaces out there. 52 people on, only 6 thumbs up. That hurts my feelings. It also tells Google and YouTube that I'm providing 0 value to you. So do me a favor, click the little thumbs up button and show the channel some love. My mini skid is killing it so far. Yes. Thank you, Mike. You're welcome. What's your opinion on full sparkle? I don't know what full sparkle is. It sounds really neat though. How often you deal with Karens? On occasion. Yeah. I mean, anytime you're dealing with a lot of folks, you're going to deal with all kinds of different personalities, Karens, Darrens, Dicks, you call them whatever. And you just have to make the best of it. When you are dealing with the public, like we do, your reputation is very important, right? And I say that to some degree with a little bit of joking, because I also am not the best with customer service when it comes to some aspects of my business. But when it comes to the pressure washing business, um, I've got employees, they've got families that they are feeding based on the business that we generate. So it is very important that we have a good reputation, that our reviews reflect our customer service. So even if you do run into somebody, and you're going to run into people that are going to cause issues, they're going to be that, the Karen, if you will. Just, bite your tongue, do your best. And, on occasion, sometimes you will have to walk away from a job if it becomes a significant issue. But with the most part, for the most part, it is what it is. Let's see. Too often. Well, what does it take to start a business? It takes a lot. There's no real formula other than you have to do it, right? You have to get started. Don't talk about it. Come up with a game plan, have an idea of what you're doing. Make sure that there's a demand in your market for whatever it is that you're trying to do. I would also suggest do a bunch of market research. Learn pricing, learn the trade, learn the craft prior to jumping in, because the last thing that you want to do is ruin stuff, break stuff, destroy stuff, and you've killed your business before it even got off the ground. I just started my pressure washing business this year, and I have a good bit of sales, enough to upgrade. As of right now, I'm on a homeowner's pressure washer. What is a good beginner intermediate power washer that you recommend? Well, I recommend anything from Southeast Soft Wash. They've got the 𝗂𝘂cie𝗁𝗏 line of pressure washers. We just gave away 4-gallon per minute pressure, 2 4-gallon per minute pressure washers to a couple of our 𝗤𝘂cije𝗁𝗏 subscribers. And they are great. We're actually probably you guys have probably seen that we're giving away a Ford Ranger to a premium 𝗤𝘂cije𝗁𝗏 subscriber or a platinum 𝗤𝘂𝘂cije𝗁𝗏 subscriber. We're going to do that. And I think it's about 45 days away. But so we're giving away a Ford Ranger, and there is talk that there might actually be a Southeast Soft Wash skid in the back of that Ford Ranger when we do give it away. So something to think about. But yeah, 𝗂𝘂cie𝗁𝗏 pressure washers are what we do. But yeah, if you've got a local distributor that has got a reputable brand that they are selling, do some research on that, because sometimes it's easier just to buy a little bit closer to home. 𝗂𝘂cie𝗁𝗏 is a good way to go. Nice, Caden. Anything on a motor and a solid pump will do you great. Correct, sir. Another quick question. I've seen Justin with Forever Self-Employed post a video stating he charges 17 cents a square foot for soft washing. He charged $900 to clean an entire McDonald's, 4,000 too low. I watched most of Justin's videos. And if he said he charged 17 cents a square foot for soft washing, it just depends on your market, where you're at. I don't know where you live. Castle King Windows and Gutters. He's in Louisiana. Someone's calling, and I ain't gonna answer. Bear with me. But yeah, so everybody's pricing is going to be different. You need to base your pricing based on your business model, your overhead, all of those components. And if you're not sure what you need to be charging, you can actually use 𝗤𝘂𝑖Q. We've got a cost calculator in there, which allows you to enter all of your expenses, your monthly expenses, your fuel costs, your chemical costs, your insurance, your marketing, all of those things. And then it's going to spit out what your break-even number is, which is the number that you need to hit just to not lose money. And then we put a place in there where you can add in what margin percentage you want. So that's your profit. And then it will spit out a target hourly rate. And then you can kind of reverse engineer that into a square foot price. But, there are national averages. 17 cents a square foot for washing a house is not terrible in the Southeast. And then charge $900 to clean an entire McDonald's. I don't know, but probably ask Ken. Is 13 too young to start? 13 is pretty young. You don't have a car. It's difficult to get around, but you could probably knock out some neighbors' stuff. I do mobile detailing and interested in doing pressure washing. Any suggestions for a newbie? Yes, just do it. Educate yourself. Don't undercut the market. Utilize all of your existing mobile detailing customers as well. Market to them. Hey, we also are now doing house washing. You know what a great job we did on your car. Let us take care of your house now. Like, brilliant. and easy to parlay into more customers based on what you already have. And then from there, it just continues to grow. In the mobile detailing world, I would almost guess that probably at every single job, if you are mobile, so you're going there, um, every single job, I guarantee at least one or two cars is probably stopping and asking for your information, or at least taking a picture of your signage on your trailer or your truck, or car, or whatever you're doing it. So, do you have tips for good door to door, and what's your sales pitch? I don't do door to door, but the sales pitch for door to door for me would be, hey, my name is Mike. I own All American Pressure Washing. We're actually in the neighborhood right now, and I've got some crews down the street, or we're about to do your neighbor's house. And I just wanted to stop by. I noticed that the eaves of your house were a little dirty. Your driveway looked like it could use a cleaning. I've already put a price together. We can do it for $700. And if you decide to let us do it here today, we'll knock off $100 and do it for $600. Let me know when you want to get started. Right? Something like that, right? You're in the neighborhood, you're doing something for Miss Jones down the street, you're doing something over here. Like that's the script that I would use, or something similar. Thanks for the content. Do you have any equipment dealers you recommend? I want to steer away from the local hardware store, pressure washers. Yeah, call Southeast Soft Wash. Go to southeastsoftwash.com. Joey, would my heated 8-gallon per minute, 3,000 PSI be okay to clean home? No organic growth here, just dirt and hell yes, it would. Another question with my last one about starting a business. I've been mostly working towards opening a pressure washing business. Any big advice for it specifically? Yeah, get your marketing on point. Understand your market and where the prices are. You don't need to come in cheap and ruin what other people have spent so much time and energy working to get up. I've got a competitor here. There's a smaller company that is doing some subcontracting for us, simply because we've got so much work. It only makes sense to do a little subcontracting. I can't keep up with it all with my guys. And so because of that, we've outsourced to a couple different companies, but one in particular does a great job. And I got a message today, and it said, hey, this other company that's over in a different, same area, is trying to sub this house out for $275. Can you look at the address and tell me what you think? Well, I looked it up. It's in a gated community, a very nice high-end gated community. And the house was like 3,800 square feet, stucco. So you know it's going to be bad. I know that neighborhood. I know that neighborhood is older. And so I also know that every time that we go into that neighborhood, my guys are always like, oh my God, these are the worst. These people haven't cleaned them for years. So this dude charged $275 for a 3,800 square foot house in a gated community, right? Totally undercutting the market, right? That's a $500 job all day long. And this joker is over there, and who knows what he's charging, but I'm pretty sure that it's not a hell of a lot more than that 275, but it is what it is. So to answer your question, know your market, know your overhead, know what you need to charge. Don't undercut the market. And, those are the things. And also understand that this is not an easy job, right? That's one of the biggest things is there's shortcuts to learning, but there's no shortcut to like getting out there and experiencing, the job, understanding, what the expectations are, adapting and evolving your business and your techniques and your procedures, right? Those are the things that can help and grow, but it's not easy. It's not going to happen overnight. There are going to be weeks where you are very slow and you are not making a lot of money. So go into that knowing that times will be tough, but I promise you, if you stick to it and you don't give up, times will get significantly better. Let's see. I charge 20 cents to soft wash here in Nashville. Does that seem low for this area, or do you think I'm about right? I don't want to undercut the market. Dennis, I don't know Nashville. I know that Aaron Parker is up there. Ben is up there, and I doubt that they're charging 20 cents for most of the homes that they clean, but and I can't remember the area that they go to, but they do like mansions. What's the best pressure washer for like $400? There isn't. I'm struggling using chemicals. I'm 19, not licensed or insured, but scared about getting in trouble with people yelling about chem going in drains. Got any recommendations? What should I do? Yes, I would. First, if anybody yelled at me, I would probably pack up and walk away because no one's going to yell at me. B, I'm positioning myself as the expert and I'm doing exactly what needs to be done to do the job properly. And if you're not licensed and you're not insured, then that could be an issue because if you do mess something up, then you're in big trouble financially, most likely. I'm also struggling using chemicals. Buy How to Wash and learn how to do it right. It's that simple. Invest in yourself, invest in your future, invest in the fact that if you know how to do it right, then you're not going to have any of the issues. If you know how to do it and you know how to talk about it intelligently, then you can talk to these people. But if anybody's yelling at you, tell them to get lost. Mike, answer us a question on a topic of your interest or choice. I don't even know, man. Thank you. I will do that. Do it. Going to start with garage doors and driveways. I'm in SoCal, so pretty clean. Should I get some driveway concrete cleaner at local Home Depot and start there? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what if you're looking at oil stains and stuff like that, then yeah, you need a degreaser. If you're looking at like organic growth, which I don't know if there's a lot of that over there in SoCal, it's pretty clean, pretty dry, pretty arid. You probably don't need to use sodium hypochlorite, but you might. I washed my first wash job in an hour. Your videos have been a lot of help, and I can't wait to get started. I'm washing fleet trucks by Big. That's awesome. Congratulations, Antonio. All right. Thanks for the advice, man. Very helpful. This has definitely answered my questions. Good. Thank you for all the info. You're welcome. Keep doing what you do. I will. 3,800 square feet, 579 minimum. Where are you at, Scott? Because again, all markets are different, right? And actually, Scott, tell me where you're from because this is really interesting. Hey, Dewey, what's up, buddy? 51 folks are in here currently, and there's only 25 little thumbs up. So go ahead and push that for me. North Carolina, what part of North Carolina? Castle King, where are you from? And the reason that I'm asking, see you, Aaron. How do you feel about Pool Essentials bleach for cleaning? I've used it a few times on concrete. I'm just starting up mid-Michigan. I've never used Pool Essentials. I've heard people use it and they say that it's fine. We are lucky enough to have a distributor here of we can buy in bulk, and that's what we buy. So I don't have to buy it. Raleigh, yeah, major metropolitan area, a little bit up north, and in Raleigh you probably can work. I mean, are you able to work 12 months a year? Because a lot of times what happens is guys that are in areas where your season is limited, and they hear pricing down where we live, what they failed, not that you're failing to realize this, but when you've got 12 months, you don't have to make all of your money in 12 months. So there's a lot to it. Canada. Okay. We charge 80 cents square foot, 3,800 will run a client $3,000. Yeah, you would never get a job for a 3,800 square foot house for $3,000 ever. That's crazy. That's good. Any info specific to my location? Josh, you're in Oregon, Pacific Northwest. I know I was born there. That's all I know. Invest in yourself. Best advice thus far. Knowledge expansion key. I will say that's a problem where we live. We have about 3 to 4 months here where we can't do pressure washing. Yeah. And because of that, your prices need to be significantly higher to compensate for that lack of cleaning time. Manny, how much is the cost of SH in your area? I'd have to look. I honestly, I couldn't tell you. And it's one of those things. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Tuesday. That is not bleach. We had a little piece break off. All right. So we bought 90 gallons of SH. Okay, somebody out there, get your calculator out because you're going to be the one that does the math for me. 90 gallons of bleach, $250. is what we spent. So somebody do the math. Logan, down here in Georgia. Let's see. I'm on the south side and I can, but it slows down in the winter. Yeah. Dewey, did I started with Pool Essential 270? Thanks, Dewey. Logan, where are you at in Georgia? So my dad said something to me one time. He passed away when I was 18. But one of the things that he said to me was, and it kind of relates to a lot of different things and more of a mentality, I think, than anything else. And while it's obviously unbelievably important to understand your numbers, know your numbers. Give me a second. I think it's, he said to me, we were talking about, or maybe I heard him talking about cars. And he said, they were talking about miles per gallon that a car can get. And he said to me, or he said, if you have to ask how many gallons a car gets per, or how many miles per gallon a car gets, then you can't afford the car. And that always stayed with me, right? I was like, man, that's kind of a profound statement. And it goes back to SH. If you're charging enough, and this goes for chemical injectors, this goes for 12-volt pumps, this goes for pretty much all the consumables that I hear people complain about all the time. If you're charging enough, then it doesn't matter if it's $2.70 or $2.50, right? You need it. You have to use it. So charge accordingly. Have enough margin built in to your pricing to where if you have a chemical injector that goes bad, you're not going to bitch that you have to spend $17 on a new chemical injector. Or if your 12-volt pump that's been running for 2 months shits out and you have to go spend $200 on a new 12 volt, don't complain. Just install it and understand that 12-volt pump that lasted for 2 months and did, countless jobs. I don't know how many you can do in 2 months. How much money did that make you? And is really $200 that big of a price? It's not. And not that Logan was, or whoever it was asking Manny about price, that I just went off on a tangent. Smiles per gallon. I like it, Dewey. So I'm 19. Would you recommend business insurance? Yes. I have 2 local suppliers here in Nashville. What up, though? What up, Laylo? Okay. All right. Do me a favor. Okay. I've been on for 32 minutes. That's longer than I anticipated. I'm going to get off when it hits 35 minutes. There's 42. Let's make the people, the number of people in here is 42, 41 now. Thank you. I pissed somebody off. 31 thumbs up. So let's get that up. I like to see those numbers even. It's just this weird OCD thing that I have. Let's see. Mike just sent an email about insurance this morning. I did. Was someone asking about insurance? I was trying to find that link so I could throw it up in here so people can check that out. Let's see. Okay. If anybody has any questions, please put them in the chat and we will answer those before I hop off. Here we go. Here's the insurance link. I'm going to do a cool little. All right. I just put that in the chat. I'll also put it in the comments when I'm done. So if you guys want to get a free link or a free quote, free estimate for your insurance, just check out that. It's Next Insurance. They do a great job. Even if you're in business and you have got insurance currently, go get a free quote and then they can, you can see see if you're getting screwed or not. That way, you're not throwing money out the window. And hell, maybe you've got a better deal than Next can do, but why would you not check it out and see what do you guys charge per square foot? Have a great day, Mike. Thanks again for helping out. You got it. What do you guys charge per square foot? Well, square foot for what? Like residential, We try to get, between 20 and 30 cents a square foot, but it really depends on, what it is. Become an Inner Circle member. I've learned so much from them over the last 4 months. That's awesome. Yeah. And so if you guys don't know what the Inner Circle is, it is a private group of folks like myself, Cody Yarborough from Southeast Softwash, Aaron Parker from the Lean and Mean Academy, Justin from Forever Self-Employed, Dewey is in it, T-Pain is in it, Truth Seeker, who's normally on here. He's like, we've got a bunch of heavy hitters in the industry that are in this group for one purpose. And that is essentially, in my opinion, it is for business growth, accountability, essentially surrounding yourself with people that are going to push you, that are going to teach you, that are not going to judge you, that are going to encourage you, as opposed to everywhere else that I go, that it's just a bunch of dudes, angry guys talking shit. And we wanted to create something for people that were business minded with a focus on success, that wanted to invest in themselves. They wanted to take part in something that was bigger than just some random Facebook group. And with the Inner Circle, you get access to our entire training library. Now, if you're just a monthly member, then you get information dripped to you over the course of time. Basically one course every month or so. Not every month. You get new information every month. You can do a lifetime membership. And it is probably the deal of the century, where you never have to pay another monthly fee again. You get the entire training library, everything from how to wash, how to quote, wood cleaning mastery, pressure washing marketing, the next level, Justin's Facebook ads, Aaron's GMB course, like all of these things. You get it all for free instantly. Not free. When you're a lifetime member, you get instant access to them. You also get 2 Zoom calls with the group every month. And you also get instant access to the private group, where that's where the main stuff happens. We've got more 6-figure earners in the Inner Circle than any other group that I'm aware of. And we are very proud of it. And if you're interested, you can go to 𝗤𝘂cie𝗁𝗲𝗜.com and check it out there. There's a lot of information. Let's see. How do I find out what the average in my area for residential jobs is? Josh, there's 2 ways you can do it. You can make friends with a competitor and say, look, I'm new. I don't want to undercut the market. I don't want to devalue what you've worked so hard to do. Where are you pricing, right? You can do that. You could call people for a quote. Maybe some of them have got some information on their website, with pricing. You could also, those are the ways that I would do it. The like button on the video itself. Square foot. How do I find out? Hit that like button. Thank you. Josh, call some other companies to quote your house. Don't be the $99 guy. Amen. Getting insurance is very easy to acquire, guys. Also get licensed, registered. Just do research. I hope everyone here starts and runs a successful business. Good luck to all. Thank you, Castle King. We appreciate it. See you later, Pax. Thank you. So with all of that being said, I am about to hop off, and I appreciate you guys spending a little bit of time with me. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and I will take a look at those and answer them. And, that's it. Check out How to Wash. Check out the Inner Circle. We talked about those. You can find information on all of those at 𝗤𝘂𝘁𝗲𝗜.com. And of course, 𝗤𝑂𝑟𝑒 is the best CRM in the entire world. So you can get that over at G.I. Jones Pro Wash. We salute you. What else? 𝗤𝑂𝑟𝑒, Apple Store, Google Play Store. We are giving away a pickup truck. We're giving away a Ford Ranger to a premium or a platinum subscriber of 𝗤𝑂𝑟𝑒. So if that is something that you think you would be interested in winning, you can go over to 𝗤𝑂𝑟𝑒. You can subscribe, and you can use one of the best CRM plus. And I say plus because it is way more than just a CRM. And if you need a way to send estimates, send invoices, collect payments, you can do all that for free on the app. 𝗤𝑂𝑟𝑒.io is some information there, but you can get it on the Google and the Apple Store. So that is it, folks. Hope you guys have a great weekend. It is Friday, and I hope everyone is safe. Hope you had a good week. All right. Thank you so much. Bye.